The autumn wind is a pirate.
I would like to thank everybody for coming out here today to celebrate this momentous occasion with our guest of honor, Raider Ron. 215 consecutive Raider games. That's over 15 years of not missing a game. And every game's a road game. He, by far, is the one and only record holder of the Raider Nation. Yeah. And we're all here to help you celebrate and enjoy this day. Ron, we're glad you're here to...
Hey, hold on a minute. Stand up here. Give this lady a little noise, because without her, I won't go to sleep.
Absolutely. Okay, a couple things. We were going to have a raffle today and an auction, but we don't have quite the crowd we were hoping to get because we have some really good prizes. We're going to do an online auction. We're going to run it for a while. A couple of the things that we have 2 round-trip tickets to Oahu.
Hey, I'll take it.
Everybody wants them, so that's why we're going to put them up for,
I'll take it.
for bidding.
I'll take it.
And we also have 4 club seats, 4 on-field passes, and a parking pass for a game in 2013 at home with the Raiders. And we have various shirts and a few other things we're going to put up online. So Facebook, we're going to post it up there. We'll let everybody know. Ron, you're a good friend of mine, my buddy. I love you, and I'm proud of you, buddy. 215 games. That is phenomenal.
Well, you don't sit down and start out that, well, I'm going to go to 200 games in a row. It doesn't quite happen that way. Sit down one day with my wife and said, you know, next year, went 13 or 14 games 2 years in a row. I said, next year, I think we'll go to every game. Just do it one time. So I can say I did it once. Well, then we did it twice. Then it happened a third time. And then by now she's frowning a little bit. You're not doing that again this year, are you? Well, no, that's okay. And we got a few games into the season, and somebody called me last minute, and I made a whirlwind trip into Pittsburgh to keep things going. And she said, well, go on and book Buffalo because you can't break it over one game. And then it just kept on rolling. And I'll tell you, last few years, I am so blessed to have all you in my life. And without me really even telling some people around me, knew that, you know, I've been doing very good financially. My health's not real good. And so magically, flight vouchers been showing up in my email and award points and this and that. And I think last year, of all the games I went to, I had to pay for 3 or 4 of them up here to open. Other than that, I pretty much, people helped me fly. So without all the help that I've gotten, you know, I wouldn't have done this. So thank you to everybody, and thank you for sharing it with me and being part of it. It's been a heck of a run, and the friendships and the relationships that I've made all across the country, I'm pretty proud of, because I can kick everybody's butt and all the people I love that's out there. You know, I know a lot of wonderful people just thanks to Raider Travel. And it's like Jill all the way from Washington, D.C. Got us so happy to see her today. And Kim drove all the way up from Los Angeles. And so many of you come from real far to be here. Mario come up from SoCal. And same thing. Wayne. Oh, who's that bum that hangs out with me? Pablo. I think I call him Pop Daddy. You know, just to come up here to celebrate today, and I got 3 people I really got to thank, and then one I really got to thank. God bless one of my dearest friends in the world here, Kirk, for putting this together, and Make a little noise for him. And God bless Raider Jerry. And Donna Rivera for everything that they did to help with this thing. And then the special lady, I really want you to make some noise for, the lady that said, hey, we're doing this for Ron. And she was committed to it. And she got on the phone, called a bunch of people. And of course, I didn't know any of this stuff's going on. It's behind my back. Rhinestone Raider, John, come up here. God bless her, and look at this. The commitment. She's a special lady, and make a little more noise for her if you would. And I sure appreciate all of you coming today. This is a special day for me. It really is. The faces and to see Lloyd, which Lloyd his sight's been leaving him, and so he didn't go to the games anymore, and have his daughter bring him out here today and me to get to see him, and it's just been a really special day. Thank every one of you. And oh, AJ all the way from Arizona. Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on. Just God bless all of you. Thank you so much. And I'm planning on seeing you the start of this next year. That's my plan. I got a big battle I'm fighting. You know, the doctors had me in the grave about a month ago, but as you see, I'm still standing here. So that's my plan. I'm sticking to it. That I'm going to see you guys for the home opener out here, and then Gorilla in Maryland. They're going to do a 1-year second remarrying, and this time I had to go to the Miami game where I would have married them first time, but I'm going to do the remarry. That's our plan, and we're sticking to it. Okay.
We have a box back here for cards and stuff. Anybody that wants to make a donation today, we'll gladly take that. Make sure Ron and Janet get that to help with their medical expenses and whatnot. And I would like to thank everybody for coming out here today. God bless the Raider Nation, because there's nobody like the Raider Nation anywhere on the planet. If anybody's got something to say, you're welcome to come on up here and say it. Talk if you want to.
The Hawaii tickets.
The Hawaii tickets? Well, we got to figure out how much you willing to bid for them.
800.
800? Uh-oh, I think we sold them already.
No, you got to try.
We'll start there.
Many of you guys might know me. My name is AJ. I met Ron back in...
AJ the Raider.
That's right, Ron. I'll tell you a short story. I met Ron through a dear friend of ours who passed away several years ago. I once worked with named Dan Conrad, and he was a close friend of mine. Also, we shared a home at some time, and I'm sure we all going to miss him, as well as Hardcore, who left us shortly after. I became as passionate when I met Ron because I was the first one to win a ticket of a contest with JT the Brick was still hosting on 1050. And I got so ecstatic back then when I once lived out here that I said, well, I can't go by myself. I got 2 tickets, and Dan couldn't go. Work was taking up his time, and I says, well, Dan, what am I going to do? I got this extra ticket. He says, well, I know this guy, and I'm sure he's going to want to go. And so I met up with Ron, and I was sitting in my old, I think it was a Cutlass or
Dan dropped me off
something
on the side street at 6 in the morning. I'm waiting for some dude to show up and pick me up.
And I'm sitting back, and I'm looking for this guy, not knowing what he looks like, what he's wearing, except for Raider garb or some sort. We went on and met, and I remember the look on Ron's face asking me, was I a real Raiders fan? He wanted to make sure was I as dedicated as he was, but to understand he made 215 games, and number 15 is...
And we weren't there yet.
it's synonymous with me because now it's been 15 years later that I say thank you to a dear friend, because after all, when I got to that camp, I didn't understand. As passionate as I was, I got to see the dedication that truly is behind it. I think his wife also, who has been by his side and understand, it's been more than words can understand to describe, to say how you stood by him. And I've been somewhat in the shadows to say thank you. I'm not as deserving to say some, Violator, and Tuzak, and Nate. And I look around the room and I see some dear friends I haven't seen. They just took me on to say, hey man, come on, come barbecue with us and tailgate and welcome me in. And I've talked with Ron over the years, but I remember meeting at that camp was what was his position, Ron? The guy who asked me.
You're talking about it's the GM in Washington now, Bruce Allen.
Yeah, Bruce Allen comes over and asks everybody who they were, and he got to me and I says, well, I'm AJ. He said, huh? I said, well, yeah, AKA AJ the Raider. Ron's look on his face went, that's right. That's AKA AJ the Raider. And it's just funny because over the years, Ron has brought a certain amount of happiness to my life. We've taken trips, we've gone places. But moreover, Ron's been a dear friend. He's been able to talk to me about things and been helpful, and I appreciate his insight, as well as for tickets. Not only got to meet Rhinestone in Arizona and had a great time and became closer to guys like Gorilla, Violator, Tuzak, and others. And I see some in the back that you see online with Facebook or what it might be, but now being so far away, now it's been over almost 8 years that I've not been back here to enjoy the fun with you guys. I just want to say thank you for keeping it strong. Thank you, Ron, for dedicating yourself. There's nobody else that I know has done that, and I brag and boast to most of those fans out there who have yet to even see a championship. So thank you for representing the Raider Nation and keeping it real.
Anyone else? Ken, come on up. All right, we're going to get back to those tickets to Oahu, the beautiful island of Hawaii. Uncle Stan from the Boyz of BBQ is open to bidding at $800. He knows how beautiful Hawaii is and he wants to go back. So anybody else want to go, you're going to have to do a little better than Uncle Stan. Ken, Afro, how you doing?
Doing all right, doing all right. All right, just want to say welcome to everybody and just glad to be here today. And just want to let Ron know just how much I appreciate you, and just one very short story. As you know, I started doing this stuff in 2002, and I was a baby in this. I was a rookie in all of this, and I didn't know who was who and what was what. I was listening to JT the Brick in the afternoons and taking 2-hour lunches when you all would come in and talk to JT and all of that, and I started going on road trips, and I met this guy, and he had this southern accent, but he was dressed up really crazy, and I said, oh, well, you know, yeah, nice to meet you, yeah, you're okay, yeah, whatever. And you know, he didn't wear a costume or anything, but I guess he was all right. And then I saw him at a home game, and it's like, oh, there's that guy again. So we were planning on going out to Houston, and I said, well, hey, are you gonna go? And he just kind of looked at me, you know, took a little pity, patted me on the head, and said, are the Raiders playing? I said, well, yeah, then I'm going. And then someone said, dude, that's Ron, dude. He goes to every game, home, away, every game, years and years and years. So I was in awe then, and I'm in just as much in awe now. Ron also, I'm a Lakers fan. He's a Lakers fan. This man sends me t-shirts you can only get in LA, sends me his ticket stubs with all the pictures of all the players. Ken, take all this, man. This is yours. This is yours. This is a guy who looks out for you. You'll never find another man like him. We love you, Ron. You're the best.
Thank you, Ken. Looks like the East Coast is about to represent.
Hello. I just want to say, I met Raider Ron back in '08. I was getting ready to leave to go to Iraq, and the Raiders were playing the Ravens that weekend. And we went up there that Friday and met the team and everything. And next thing I know, early Saturday morning, I get a call from Peggy saying, can you meet Raider Ron up in Baltimore Stadium? I said, who? And she said, Raider Ron. She said, he wants you to meet you up there. But what happened was Friday night when we met the team, when I got to meet Namdi, who was my favorite player, my camera didn't work. So I was crying and screaming. I was like, somebody's got to take this picture of me and my husband. You know, this is my husband. I got to get this picture. So Saturday when I met Raider Ron, and he surprised me and set it up where I was able to go to the practice of the Raiders, and after the practice, meet the players. So we standing there, and I'm looking out the corner of my eye, and I'm like, here comes Namdi Umzamwa. I'm like, I know he's not coming over here. So he comes over to me and asks me about my camera, and I'm like, huh? And so Raider Ron says, I'm going to take the pictures because these going to come out. And he took 2 pictures of myself and Namdi Umzamwa. And I was just speechless, and I was like, oh my God. So I've been telling this story to everybody since this happened, and I just fell in love with Raider Ron then. He didn't know me, he had just met me, and it's been an everlasting friendship, and I love this man so much. Thank you so much, Raider Ron.
Yeah, Ron, that brings me to something. You know, we used to just tailgate like regular people in the parking lot. But that all changed after I met Raider Ron. They came to me along with a few other guys and said, hey, we got an opportunity. We got a chance to help make this grow. I don't think he meant to do what he did to me, but he did it. He talked about me taking over this tailgate party, and I said, oh, that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, guess what? You know where it is today.
Yeah. That's right.
It's not only a tailgate party, it is the tailgate party of the Raider Nation. And I'm proud to be able to stand here right now and say that, because as I look around this room, there's a lot of people in this room that are very close to me. You're a lot of good friends, and most of all, you're all family to me. And almost every face I see in here is a regular at the Bad Boys of BBQ tailgate parties. A few of you that are not, you need to get out to the south side this year and see what it's all about, because there is nothing like what we do out there. You got to come out here. Make sure Ron's out there for the home opener and cheer him on.
Yes.
All right.
I also would like to thank Donna, Rhinestone, Raider Jerry. Thank you for what you guys have done here today. Ricky and Tina, if you're listening, thank you for your hospitality. We love you guys.
Give it up for them.
We've still got a little time left here to party and celebrate. So let's all grab another cold one and enjoy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do not give this man a microphone. You know what's going to happen next.
Hey, I'm going to keep it real. I've been going to the Raider game since they first came back in '95. I ain't got 215 under my belt, but I know how much it costs to go and do what we do. Yeah. But let me just say this. My fondest memory, I've been knowing Ron ever since I went to Bad Boys of BBQ when we first was doing shows with Raiderhead in the other side of the parking lot, on the other side. But when I finally went to Bad Boys of BBQ, it was at that point I was done deal. There was nowhere else I was not going to retire except at Bad Boys BBQ, because that's where it goes down at. If you have never been to that side, you really need to go over there.
Jerry, you hear him?
Yeah, Jerry.
You gotta come see him.
But it's unlike anything else. But my fondest memory of him is when we shot the Thank You Al video. And I walked over there, and I don't know what it was that morning. I got up and I said, man, I don't know what it is, but I got to get a copy for Ron. I don't know why. Because he always treats us with respect when we come over there, man. He loves the music. He gets his boogie on. Of course, he always want to challenge me and he lose. But he gets his boogie on. You know what I'm saying? He gets his boogie on. But when the video was on the screen over at Boyz of BBQ, man, I looked in his eyes, man, and all I saw was tears coming down. And me, I'm not the type of person that cry. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do it. But when I saw him cry, I started crying. No, I did. I started crying, man, because that was my touching moment that made me feel like, wow, like, this is like family unlike anything else. And grown men is over here crying in front of total strangers and not caring who sees us cry. We just was in that moment. But I can say one thing, man, Ron, there is I don't really go into detail about how I feel about a person, bro, but when it comes to you, you ain't going nowhere. You have brought so much joy to so many people's lives that it just cannot happen. Me personally, I believe I'm a spiritual person. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. And I believe that when you putting out that much energy, there is no way on God's green earth you gonna leave us. When your time comes, it's gonna be on your cord, on your time, bro. We gonna see you in the beginning of the season. We gonna see you at the end of the season. And we gonna see you at the beginning of the next season, the year after that. That's what I believe. That's what I believe it's gonna be. And all I'm gonna say right now, this is a celebration. This is a celebration of life, not passing. So I know you're not going nowhere, but we celebrating you today. Thank y'all for coming out to my Raider family. I love y'all. Y'all are like, if I have never seen love, there's fan bases and then there's a family. Everybody else is a fan base. We are a family. We have always been a family. And today, everybody coming together here showing their love for this man. You don't get that in fan bases. You only get that with a family. That's how come I know, y'all. Tell your friends, send their prayers out, send their shots out, man. We need our brother right here so I can go back over there and get my boogie on with him on the first beginning of the day. Other than that, I love you, my brother. You know I got nothing but mad love.
Well, with that being said, let's enjoy the rest of the afternoon with our good buddy, Raider Ron.
Raider Ron!